Hello and welcome to Fowl Language, the topical gaming podcast from the team behind Duck Games. I'm your host, Ourpodfather, and this week I've been masturbating to the new Spider-Man trailer. You can buy our special Ourpodfather sticky web over at duckgames.live for only £23.99, but you better hurry because it's coming quick. And that's the best joke you're going to get the whole podcast, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
It's the fact that it's like the second sentence of the podcast is you saying what you're masturbating over this week. It's the information we all needed.
We'll make that a thing. Now, you may notice there is no Bob, Duck and Weave. He's been called away to a little family emergency, so he can't join us. But replacing him is a ginger roast potato himself. It's Fenristix.
Hello, how the devil are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Yourself?
Marvellous. I'm splendid. Splendid. Delighted to be here, Pod.
Well, thank you for standing in at this very last moment. So that was very, very kind of you. But next up is Xbox UK Community Manager, partnered Mixer streamer and Xbox On host. It's CharleyyTho.
It's Vito! Hello.
Now, Charlie's actually been holding out on us. It turns out that not only is she an amazing host, social media goddess, and frankly, my favourite potty mouth streamer, but she can actually draw. Check this out. So this is a Christmas card that Charlie sent to me. Charlie, what were you thinking?
So to be very clear, I wasn't thinking. I know my limitations with drawing, and I googled your name. That was the first picture that came up. So I figured, as I was drawing Christmas cards for everybody, and they all told me what they wanted them to draw, and you asked for you on a night out, I was like, well, it has to be that picture. You've got a party hat. You got loads of iron brew with you, and it's saying my least favourite sentence you've ever said about how you think Christmas trees are shite. And so I wanted to put that in there. So you still remember it all year round. It's a spliff. It's a party popper. Oh no!
It does look like a spliff. Wait, I do have the card here.
It does actually look like a spliff.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If any's are in Charlie's Discord, you will actually see some amazing drawings she's done.
Yeah, we have a whole room called Christmas card picks, and there's about 30 cards in there at the moment, and some of them get real dark. Yeah, very, very bizarre.
Now, Fenristix, some of the people here might not know who you are. So would you like to tell us all a little bit about yourself and why you're here?
Well, I'm here because you asked me to be here. So that's why I'm here. Because Bob was sick. I am a live streamer here on Mixer. I am not anywhere near as famous as either of these two, which is a thing. And I look like a boiled egg that's been rolled in pubic hair, I'm told.
Now,
Such a long laugh on that one.
It's a I'm trying to think of something to say. I just laugh. Hey, Retro. Now, Fenristix and I have actually met a couple of years ago. Do you want to give the story about how we first met?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, we met prior to our current arrangement, didn't we, Pod?
Yes.
We met at a industry party in which Podfather did what Podfather does and got exceptionally drunk in the nightclub, which I've been the head of security for the last 10 years. So my first meeting with the lovely Podfather was carrying his heavy drunken ass out of a nightclub and standing with him for 20 minutes while he wouldn't shut up and wouldn't stop declaring his love for me outside the front door. It was magnificent. That's what it was.
So, did you get his name then, or did you realise years later that you knew each other from that?
We recognised each other the year after. He came back
at
to
another
the same
drunken event.
Yes, but this time remained slightly sober. It was irritating, but he wore the same suit, same tweed awful suit.
No, it wasn't. I had a nice. No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. It was the same suit. It was definitely the same suit.
Oh no! I've got to get my outfit choices
shame.
better. Outfit choices better.
I just hope you washed it in the course of 12 months.
Of course, I did not.
Didn't smell like it.
Well, look, this is a topical gaming podcast, so let's actually move on to some subjects that we can talk about. So 2018 was a great year for gaming, but a new year has arrived, and not only do we have some resolutions to be broken, for example, Banjo Benji failed at the no jousting January after only 3 days. But we also
Jousting.
have no jousting, exactly. No jousting January. It's a thing. But we also have a flurry of new exciting games to look forward to in the final teen years that we will see in our lives.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's not depressing at all, is it?
Oh, that's miserable. I didn't like that. Okay.
Oh, you're not going to like what I'm going to say next. Would you give Anthem anal? Would you like to finish him over Mortal Kombat 11? Or do you have a semi for Shenmue 3? My question to the panel is, what is your most anticipated games of the coming year?
Oh my God.
None of them now.
Well, not that game that he's put up. That 100% not that game. Kojima can suck a dick.
Okay, so I guess he's off the table.
There we go. There's a
There
nice image.
Better.
There's a nice image. That definitely gets the Kev seal of approval. But anyway, so Charlie, what is your most anticipated game of the year?
I think I definitely know what number one is, but I think it's worth shouting out titles like Crackdown 3. I'm very keen to see what that is going to be when we do get it. I think there's been a lot of conversation about it, so I think that might not be under the one I really, really want to play, but I think that's very anticipated. I think people really want to see what's happened there.
We've waited about 12 years for it, so...
Exactly. Anthem, I've seen played before. I saw it at E3 last year, and it's absolutely fucking stunning, and I cannot wait for that to come out. Also going to be good. Rage is going to be good. I'm hoping that at some point, this isn't confirmed, I'm just hoping Borderlands 3 appears, and then that could be my answer. But the number one game for me this year is going to be a game that I think is going to fill every hour of my time where I'm like, I should play a game, but the games are too long, so I can't be bothered. It's going to be something I could do with my daughter, something I can do on the train, something I could do when I'm on the loo, something I can do when I'm not tired. And that is, Colton, you said it, Animal Crossing. We've wanted it for so long on the Switch, and it's finally going to come out. And the idea of just having this game that can relax with me and is just there for me to go and check on things just feels very wholesome. And I haven't had a game like that for a very long time, apart from Stardew, I think was the last time I got addicted to in that sense.
Yeah.
And I think we've got so many amazing, huge games coming out that I think that will be a secret contender for me for Game of the Year, because I imagine that will just plod along in the background of all my gaming fads and I couldn't stop playing this and I couldn't stop playing that. But I think Animal Crossing will stick with me the whole year. So that's me. I think that's going to be my Game of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fenristix?
Well, I didn't expect that as an answer, but here we are. Where am I going?
In 2 words.
You could, but I mean, it's. I feel subpar. Let's work it out. So, I'm a massive fan of the Metro series. So, Metro Exodus is top of the list for me for this year. Right. Coming out early this year, though, right? On par with Anthem.
And on the same day as Jump Force and Crackdown, they're all coming out the same day.
Yeah.
Well, Crackdown, I'm going to have to play it for reasons. That's going to be a thing. Mostly Terry Crews, but things. Anthem's looking really good fun. Whether or not it's going to be a Destiny beater for me, I don't really know for my looter shooter sort of category. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Metro Exodus all day, and the Division 2 for my team shooter because I have to. No choice. Just no choice. Just no choice.
For me, this is a big year for gaming. I feel as if at the end of the life cycle, the full power of each of our consoles are going to get known. Games are looking fantastic. But for me, the one game that I just cannot wait forward to is no surprise will be Football Manager 2020. Wow. When it arrives in September.
Wow.
They haven't
Someone
announced
has
it
to
yet.
play it though, don't they?
I mean,
it'll be number 1 in Steam day one.
I can't even shit on the game. I don't like football games, but I love managerial games and I love that sort of stuff. And I used to always want to be that type of person to be like, I hate the Beatles and I hate this, and have really strong opinions about stuff I don't like. But when I come to realize how much people love stuff, and in particular, my dad fucking loves those Football Manager games, because I remember growing up and he would just have sheets of paper full of notes, and there's actually something really magical about that game that I don't get, but people who love it go absolutely bonkers for it, and it's fascinating.
It's like work. It's like I come home from work and do more work. Where it's just spreadsheets and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, to be honest with you, the other games, I'm really looking forward to Anthem. especially with us, co-streaming quite a lot and things like that, and Duck Games, Anthem seems like a game that I'm just going to be able to dip in. Also, we're all part of communities. Like nowadays, being part of those communities means that we're always going to have people online with these games. And I've only sort of found that the last few years. So that and the Division 2, I played the Division 2 with Bob, Retro, and Ben at EGX, and we had an absolute blast playing through that. I really enjoyed the original Division. I picked it up late. I wasn't like day one, so a lot of the issues I had been resolved by the time I got to it. And I really enjoyed my time there. So I think for that to me is going to be these big sort of cooperative type games, which I'm really looking forward to. And again, like you, I'm interested to see what Crackdown is, because a game that takes that long to develop must be good, right?
Exactly. And the last we really saw anything major of it, it came out with that 3 and everyone was like, nah fam, this ain't it. And then it went away again and now it's coming back. And I just want to see and I want to get in it and I want to do it because I completely missed on the rest of the franchise. So
right, okay.
Yeah.
Forever all over again. That's what it's going to be.
Ori, I forgot about Ori. See, this is a lovely video that Kev's made up with all the upcoming releases, and I forgot about Ori's coming out. Ori was brilliant.
Pretty.
It is so pretty. Excuse me. I cried the first time I played the original
The
Ori.
opening of the first Ori is a tearjerker. I don't know what the rest of it's like because I got fucking stuck and I couldn't do it, but I cried at the beginning.
Well, anyway, we're going to move on to the next story. Now, no one likes having a boss telling them what to do. So Bungie have decided to head off on their own and have taken full publishing rights for Destiny from Sugar Daddy Activision. That's easy for me to say. There were supposedly cheers around the Bungie offices when this was announced. But my question to the panel is, after 2 failed relationships, will Bungie become the Fallen or emerge with a halo above their head? Fenristix.
Yeah,
I don't know why I put a gap in there. Fenristix.
It's fine. I can be Fen if the rest is difficult for you. That's okay. I think it's going to be a good thing. I think they've retained the Destiny IP. I think that's going to keep them afloat long enough to do something huge. And hopefully that's what they're going to stay as. They're not going to go and sell off to somebody else again straight away. And they're going to, they have assumedly creative freedom over Destiny again now. So they can use this to springboard into new stuff or different stuff, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a very good thing.
Okay, right. Charlie, what's your thoughts about this? You're a Destiny player?
Yeah, I was. When the first one came out, I wasn't vanilla Destiny. I came along when the Taken King came out and all the issues got fixed, and I just immediately got hooked. Destiny 2, the first 2 months of it, 1 or 2 months actually, it was non-stop. It was all I played, and then I trailed off. And I keep meaning to go back in, and I love when I do pick it up. But I do think it's had a couple issues along the way that have just been more subjective that I've not really been in on. But for a game that I really like and a premise that I really like, I don't know enough about the interpersonal stuff, what was going on. Activision was the issue and why it was the issue. But if Bungie are literally so happy that people are jumping in the office and screaming, then I'm thoroughly excited to see what's going to happen next in Destiny and what that means for the franchise and what Destiny could have been and now what could be in Destiny. I think that's going to be a very interesting flip, and it might bring a lot of players back as well when they do announce what they're doing next. I think if people disappeared, they might come back and be like, go on then, Bungie, let's see what you got.
Wait, I looked into this quite a little bit when it was happening, and like Activision actually reported Destiny 2 as a loss-making game. So they're saying Activision lost money on Destiny 2. And a lot of that is down to the marketing budget because they spent so much on marketing for this game, and it was all based upon the people that bought the vanilla base game would then go on and buy all the expansions and go on, and that didn't happen. It had a massive tail off. They've got very loyal fans, let's face it. If you know the Destiny players, what the ones that have kept up, it's all they talk about.
The people who are still talking about guns every single week. Twitter.
Yeah, but they
still playing it?
They did the Paygate thing as well, didn't they? They Paygated content that was already available, and that can't have done well for them at all.
No.
In that regard. But I don't suppose that was a Bungie choice.
Well, you don't know that, though.
I don't, but,
it feels like an Activision thing, but hopefully it wasn't. Yeah.
No. Wait, I think everyone wants everyone wants to play good games. So, you want Bungie to make the game. For me, now, what would be really important for them is that they go down that sort of World of Warcraft model, that they release a game and they do what they say what they're going to do with the first one. They'll consistently develop it, consistently release add-on packs.
Yeah.
And that will become what they want. And that, for me, is what Destiny should be. I also think that it's not that big a game in PC. It could be a lot bigger. You know what I mean? Like, they could push a lot of it in PC. But the big thing for me now is that they do not have the sugar daddy behind them. They do not have the budget, probably, for the huge marketing campaigns. If a game fails, that could be the end of Bungie. They're a big studio. They've got a lot of overheads.
I've seen a lot of people, Cockney was saying in chat that with Microsoft buying up a bunch of studios like Ninja Theory and stuff like that, that they should just get Bungie. But I imagine Bungie might want to be free from anyone holding on to them for a little while. Maybe they'll get picked up by someone else, who knows? But I think, especially since Bungie did a lot of stuff with Halo, right? And Microsoft, so maybe they might not want to bounce back just yet.
I don't think, they could maybe do like a marketing deal, but I don't think full ownership, Parasite God, Blizzard is Activision. It's not that they are a separate thing. They are just the same company, but it's Blizzard, Activision,
Blizzard, right?
Or Activision, Blizzard, yeah. So there's no way that can split because they're literally the same people. Destiny's issues seem to come from Bungie's own faults, not so much Activision. Stephen Shearer is saying in the chat. So
yes, I think in a way, whilst that isn't directly what I said, I think I agree with Stephen here in that now that they have their own creative license to do 100% Bungie, it's going to be make or break, really. They've got no other excuses on Destiny failing. It's just them. There's no one else holding them back. And if they can't do it, then that's it. They've driven this game into the ground that, as you said, so many people adore and they love, and they couldn't get right by themselves. So.
They're brilliant at building worlds. You look like the Halo, then this, and you think, my God, these are talented people. The mechanics in Destiny 2 are phenomenal. Like, it's so fluid. It's so, it's a AAA big massive game, and it will just be interesting to see if they can survive in that market without the marketing for it, or the money behind them, and see what they do for the future. But time will tell what will happen.
Indeed, it shall.
Bungie. Now, I'm really excited about this next segment, okay? We would all love to live in a tropical paradise, but what happens when you're shipwrecked on a desolate island with two dicks that you don't like? A Fenristix-like creature annoying you with a terrible children's TV presenter voice, and another running around telling you how much you would like to be a goth. Luckily, we all managed to salvage a power source, 3 TVs, and from the ocean, we all managed to grab a game that will need to last us forever. So, panel, which sole game would you like to take to this deserted hellhole? I'm going to start. I'm actually going to start this time. I never start. So let's do it. Okay. So, we're talking about Football Manager earlier. Surprisingly, that is not the game that I would take with me. It would be FIFA.
Okay. But would that be like specifically FIFA 18, or would they just fly over the next game once a year?
Well, I would obviously like if they flew the new one, but I'm on an island. I don't know who's playing for who anymore.
Okay.
So I could just
each year doesn't matter then, just a FIFA.
Yeah, just a FIFA, because there's no game in the world I get more frustrated but enjoyment at. In fact, I've got a funny one for you. So Xbox On were doing their FIFA streams last week, and I went on and played Benny Central, and he beat me 6-1.
He's annoying in that way, because you look at him and he's a massive goofball and he's a complete prick, but then you play him and you're like, fuck, you're actually really good at games.
He's so good.
Nightmare. It's a nightmare
so
to
good.
deal with.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there is no more perfect game for me. I love football. FIFA is just the absolute ideal game that I would take on the island. What about you, Fenristix?
Hi. Half-Life. The original orange box Half-Life, I would take. Why am I a potato? Fine.
Kev asked me what you should be, and I told him.
Right.
So overrated, Cockney Charmer says.
Which, what? Who? What? No. Half-Life? No. Half-Life? No. No. Half-Life is literally gold in a box, right? That even from that first little valve noise, that just that doom sound that come out. It's I'm ready.
You get the vision of the guy with the valve
in his head, right?
In.
See. Yes, no, not overrated. Good. Amazing game. I've played it. I've speedrun it. I have played a billion tons of it. I even played the awful DLC with the security guards, Blue Shift. That was terrible. Yeah, Half-Life replayability for days. So
what do you love? What do you love about Half-Life? Why is it such the game that you want to take with you?
It took everything. It took absolutely everything that existed in games then at that time on PC, and it just smashed them all out the water. Every single bit of it. So the shooting mechanics were amazing. You had guns with full alt fire, which I know was it became a big thing. But you were excited when you got a new gun. It did the bit where it showed you on the animation, it shows you the gun and then put it back. And then it created a scenario that made you use it, which made it good fun. It had some puzzle stuff with the boxes. It gave me a crowbar, Ross. I'm a bouncer. It gave me a crowbar. What do you want from me? All right, it gave me a crowbar and head crabs. I don't know if that didn't quite come out how I wanted.
Yeah, I was going to say it gave you crabs.
Crabs to the island anyway. So.
Here we are. I mean, yeah, it's going to be the end result. It might as well be the start. So there we are.
Okay,
it's just a game changer, mate.
Question: When's the last time you played it?
Lordy, the last one I played was the reskin or the remodel. Somebody was doing a remake, wasn't it? So I played that. But I remember getting this game and locking myself in my room for 5 days playing it, man. I didn't leave. I mean, I might have gone to pee, but I was young then. I could have probably held it. I don't remember leaving the room. And I loved it. I've never fallen in love with a game like that. Ever. And if I'm stuck on an island with you, I want that.
That's fair comment. I wouldn't even like to be stuck in an island with me, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Last up, Charlie.
So Cockney, it's not A Way Out and it's not Animal Crossing. Mine is a game we've already mentioned on the stream. It has longevity for days. It gets updated regularly, and there's so many different ways you can play it that if you two are pissing me off one day and I wanted to go do something stupid, I can do that. If you two have been in a really good mood, we can maybe work together and play it and do something cool. And that is World of Warcraft. Like, what other game would you play for 16 hours a day? And you can you can just walk around and make friends. If I wanted to get off the fucking island, I could go in general chat and give someone loads of gold to come pick me up. Like, there's so much you can do in that game. And the only way I can compare this with what you guys said, right? So then I get that there's Half-Life is amazing, but Half-Life has a story, right? World of Warcraft doesn't have a story. World of Warcraft has, fuck it, I'm going to go kill them chickens. Someone told me to. I just want to. I can go do the main bit if I want. I can go do dungeons. I can go do raids. I can go do PvP. And there's all different types of PvP. I just feel like you would literally never run out of things to do. I'd be so distracted playing World of Warcraft, I wouldn't realise that we were being rescued, and I'd just tell them to leave me there.
Charlie, have you seen what your head's on the body of?
No! You're all awful to me. You're all dreadful. God damn it.
Kev, that gets a Kev seal of approval. I think that is. There you go. There's a Kev seal of approval on the bottom right.
I'm just gonna sneak a Waluigi into every one of my fucking.
Let's see the Kev seal of approval again.
Where is it?
There we go. It just pops up at the bottom right. I quite like that. Charlie, there's one issue with that is we can both play our games offline. I didn't mention there was any internet.
No. Otherwise, I'd have
said you could have told me that days ago.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to say that. Also, World of Warcraft is AIDS, basically. It's the most horrible. Game relationships have broken down to World of Warcraft. People have died. It's just.
Honey. I'm trapped on an island with you two motherfuckers. I don't want to talk to you two.
I'm a delight.
Good. Yeah, you can come over sometimes if I don't want to raid and we hang out, fish in Dalaran Fountain. But I'm not taking any relationships to this island. I'm cool. If I die, it'll probably be of sunstroke anyway, so I might as well just never sleep and play World of Warcraft. It's the safest place to play it, really.
Can't fault the logic.
I just can't understand World of Warcraft. I just can't understand it. Why anyone would want to play that.
No, I get it. Like, I know so many people who couldn't. It's very much like a Arma. You either love it and you never sleep and you get hooked on it. I was addicted to it for like 6 years, I think, and I went cold turkey and I've not touched it in 7, and I know I'm getting it back this year, which I'm very excited about.
This is what
but I know some people are just like, no.
People are like, oh, I had to go cold turkey on it.
Yeah.
Like that. A game's like that's terrible. You know what I mean? When a game is that much.
I've gone to university, I'd taken all my equipment with me, and within 2 weeks of being at university, I'd already started missing classes because I was playing World of Warcraft still and too much. So I had to just delete it and cancel my subscription. Otherwise, I could see myself not going.
Hey, Eva. Well, just talking about that actually. So let's put it this way: my friend, her ex, used to choose playing World of Warcraft over having sex. There is no game in the world that is going to get me not to.
Look, if there's a very important fishing daily to do, then business elsewhere. Just a quick handy under the table, job done.
Oh
Fine.
Lord!
A handy under the table.
This is what it does to you.
Do you do it with your left hand so you can still control the mouse with your right?
Well, no, because if I'm fighting, I need that hand. I aim spells and stuff. So I didn't say it was my handy.
You're getting someone else to do it while you're playing a game?
I'm busy. I got 40-man rain going on. Someone can do it for me.
Oh, well, I think it's time to move on.
Sure.
Next up is the Mixer Spotlight with Fenristix.
Hi.
The man who resembles
Thanks for putting the fucking job thing in there, by the way.
Job. Yeah, that's a good point. After talking about getting a handy under the table, I'm the community manager for. The man who resembles the offspring of Chucky and a well-roasted potato is back with another interview. Obviously, I wrote this before he was on the podcast, so it's a little bit out of context. So take it away then.
Hello, and welcome to the part of the show that's not like the rest. 10 minutes of freedom from the tedious drawl of Ourpodfather, or from watching Charlie and Bob try and insert themselves into his long-winded and often pointless rhetoric. This week's guest joining me on the Mixer Highlight is Ourpodfather Serious, a friend of mine for a little while, fellow streamer on Mixer, and a man that sells the concept of joinable lobbies wholeheartedly. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's get on with it. I'm here with another Mixer Highlight this week with the lovely Ourpodfather Serious, a Mixer streamer who's now about to tell you what his channel is all about. Ourpod, take it away.
Hello guys, I'm Ourpodfather Serious, and mainly my channel is all about playing games with viewers. I've done a lot of Fortnite. I built a community around Fortnite. I took some time away from that and went into variety. And now I've kind of like swayed back into the Fortnite game, but I've still got a little bit of variety, and I've been enjoying Sea of Thieves at the moment. Had a lot of fun with that game.
Do you bring your viewers in with
PvP.
you to? You bring your viewers into Sea of Thieves with you as well, or is that exclusive to Fortnite? Do you just do that?
No, I play with friends on Sea of Thieves. I have brought viewers in before, and they kind of. I don't mind it on Fortnite, but they mainly kind of like expect me just to do everything for them and just give them some free loot. And if you want to play Sea of Thieves, you've got to work. You've got to work as a team.
I understand that.
Definitely more of a team. In Fortnite, it's kind of different. You can kind of like carry them, or sometimes they carry you.
Yeah, they do in my case.
Yeah, with Sea of Thieves, it's a little bit more difficult. If you've got one guy weighing the team down, it's just like you might as well be on a smaller boat.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit competitive when it comes to things like that because you waste your time. There's a reward to gain, and if you've got one guy not playing, and I don't really want to get like toxic or salty or anything like that, so it's easier just not bringing viewers in for that game.
I understand that. So is that when you started out with streaming in general, was that always your idea to go into the community-driven stuff, or did you fall into it, or how did that come about?
So when I first tried out streaming, it was in 2014, and it wasn't really so much as streaming for a community. I was playing a game called Warzy, and I was one of the clan leaders of a large community on that game.
Okay.
And I used to stream clan tournaments, and it
Right.
was just like no talking to chat, no interaction. And we would pull about 30, 40 viewers just watching us do this competition. And there was not really any chat interaction at all.
Okay.
And that's kind of what brought me into streaming. But then I pulled away from that because I lost interest not only in the game, but in just doing that in general.
Okay.
And then the more I was watching Twitch and Mixer and, well, Beam, as you know, I kind of got back into it, and I was debating between Beam and Twitch, and I chose Twitch, and then I jumped to Mixer in November 2017.
Okay.
And when I got into that, I was playing Fortnite at the time, and I kind of switched out to start like bringing in viewers.
Yeah, it seems to be the wise choice if you're playing Fortnite, because you, as I'm sure you know, that is a big part of the Fortnite experience on Mixer, is using it as an LFG channel, right? That's what ends up happening.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like to look at it like that, but it kind of is how it is.
It fell that way, didn't it? Just kind of fell that way. So how do you find with the viewer experience? I mean, do you just do followers? Is it, do you have criteria? Are you using bots to do join lists, or do you just sort of hop in if you want to?
Open lobby, fastest fingers first, whoever gets in there first.
And
I don't want to wait around.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Wait around for them. That's fair. And you've mostly had a positive experience with it. It's been okay.
Yeah, you get the trolls and the people who spam, but I think you get that regardless of what you're doing.
It seems to be the case. So is that what you plan on pushing for your channel's entirety? You're going to go for Fortnite as a game, or are you liking the variety stuff and thinking maybe you'll go there, or what's the plan? Going forward.
I think overall, it'll be anything that revolves around PvP and open world games.
Okay.
Whether it means exclusive Fortnite or other games keep flowing in, just depends what interests me, to be honest.
So not specifically battle royale. You're quite
as
competitive. You're happy
as long as there's a PvP element in the game and there's some kind of feel of open world.
Okay.
And I'm good. Like I've been looking at Atlas. I'm thinking of getting into that once they fix a few things in there.
Still early beta on that one for release, so it has a few issues, does it not?
Yeah, I've got quite a few hours in early games, and I'm going to sit this one out this time just for a little while.
You just saved the sanity there. That's a good trick to it, my friend. So, what are the goals for your stream as you push? I assume pushing for partner and then rolling through that way, or is it just a hobby thing or just a social thing? What's the plan?
Ideally, I would like to go down the partner route. Okay. I've actually had people asking me why I haven't applied and things like that. And in all honesty, I feel like I want to build the community more. I feel like I want to build more of a community who's there for me. Because right now, I could jump on Fortnite and get maybe between 20, 50 viewers, whatever, right?
Yep.
I could jump on Sea of Thieves and maybe get 6 viewers.
I know exactly what you mean.
And
yeah.
I want to be in a position where I can go on. I've talked to a few people. I would like to be able to go on any game and be, around 20 viewers or higher. Any game, no matter what it is.
Okay. So you're trying to foster a genuine community as opposed to a games community.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a noble cause. I suppose there's something about the partner application where you have to feel ready as well. It's not just about ticking boxes on Mixer, is it? You have to really feel like you're ready to go for it, and
exactly.
If you're not happy, that does make it difficult. So what sort of, would you go back to the clan stuff and go for a full competitive scene, or and build community that way, or do you want these open lobbies to remain a thing?
The clan stuff, to be in all honesty, is extremely toxic, and it's part of my a different side of me.
Yeah,
which I would rather not be on. It becomes too competitive and too toxic, and I don't really feel like I need that. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I mean, I come from a similar background, and I would basically agree with those. You become the different animal to try and be as successful as possible, right?
Exactly.
I suppose that also ties into not pushing a partner application at the moment, because it doesn't force you to need to, push this direction.
Exactly.
With that stuff.
Exactly. I'll do when I feel ready. and then I'll do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a wise choice. It sounds like a wise choice. So, right, well, we're coming up on a few minutes now. So, do you want to do your shout-outs? Where can people find you on Mixer? Where can they find you on social media? Let them know where they can come and be part of this. You know, everybody loves a good bit of competitive PvP, whether they admit it or not.
Well, it's really simple. Every single platform is Irvin So Serious. YouTube, Twitter, Mixer, Twitch. I don't use Twitch anymore, but everywhere. You type Irvin So Serious. You could literally type Irvin So Serious in Google and you'll find most of my platforms.
Love it. That's a great branding choice to keep everything tied up like that, isn't it?
One thing what I've recently checked out is DLive. I'm considering restreaming to DLive.
That's the blockchain website, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard of a few people doing it. I've made an account.
Okay.
And it looks pretty good from what I've saw so far.
If people wanted to find you there, same name, still Irvin So
Same
Serious?
name, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, that'll give people plenty of options to find you, my friend. Should be. We'll wrap it up there for today and let you guys get back to the podcast. Thank you to Irvin So Serious, my guy. Thank you to me for being lovely. I'll see you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Finn. I hope you get injured in a horrible tennis accident soon. That is so much more awkward when you're actually sitting here listening to what I'm saying.
However, Fen, I do need to ask, when you just like leave your job at the end of the day, do you say thank you to me for being lovely? Is that how you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
I have the DJ personally thank me when I leave the venue.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. Well, Pod doesn't give me any love, does he? I have to give it. I don't really want to say self-love, but
you know,
we're living this life.
Really bad.
I'll wank you off under the table if you play World of Warcraft.
That's how it works, isn't it? That's how it works.
If you want to see some more of Irvin So Serious, then check him out over at mixer.com. Irvin So Serious. But now, the moment that you've all been waiting for. In fact, I think this is the only reason why people watch our show. The last episode, I offended you all for trying to put Christmas trees in the bin. But you all have asked for more. This is Bin It.
Bin it. Bin it time, baby.
Throw it in the bin and forget about it.
I haven't seen this. What is this?
Sorry. Charlie, play it again. Play it again. I just love it. I love seeing myself dancing like that. I can't move. Got horrible arthritis. That's right. So this week we're asking what annoys you about gaming personalities. We all have our favourite personalities. PewDiePie to Ninja, we lap up all the merch, the catchphrases, and endless enthusiasm about nothing. But what person, action, or thing about these unlikely public figures really gets on your tits? Charlie.
So, I'm going to take this to a platform away from this one, because I think it's tough to critique a platform you're on, surrounded by friends and family, and people doing their own thing and whatnot. So I've decided to point my hatred this week towards YouTube, specifically the culture that happened a little while back. Thankfully, you don't see it so much nowadays. But I wasn't sure Charlie remember the ads, but she gave me the. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's basically there. It's people who go on YouTube who aren't huge gamers, and they have channels about cooking or vlogging, and then they have a second gaming channel as a means to make money on gaming, because they upload 40-minute videos with zero editing on a game that's really popular just to make money, and it just sort of like destroyed gaming on YouTube for so long, and it became really difficult for people to like succeed, because you'd have your fucking Marcus Butler and your Joe Suggs and your Alfie Days and your who the fuck ever and who the whatever, which is everyone was doing gaming videos and playing Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft, and it's just like it just got really boring and really shit. And that whole thing about gaming becoming a commodity and a means just to make money on the side, because I could just play games for 30 minutes and upload the video. It was just a fucking nightmare. And the whole point of this picture as well was that when I'd finished, I'd say, also Bob, but he's not here. So I'm still going to say also Bob, but there's no need to defend myself today. So just put Bob in the bin anyway.
Just put Bob in the bin anyway.
Yeah, fuck it.
Right, okay, so like, give me your best YouTuber intro. Go on.
My best one.
Yeah, give me. You know what I mean? Like, as in, you got. What would be the intro if you had one of these channels? What would be your intro?
My immediate one is to just do like the worst Ali A intro. What's up, you guys? That would be it. It's just like all of these stupid, over the top. Let's just be shouting and screaming because we're motherfucking YouTube people.
I've got myself a copy of Hello Neighbor, and I'm going to be playing it for the next 7 years.
I've been sponsored to stream this game, and I'm never going to do it ever again. But I'm getting £50,000 to tell you how good it is, and it's just like, oh, toss off.
Or Dan TDM consistently playing tablet games.
Yeah. Oh my god, and when Flappy Bird took over and everyone had to make a video on Flappy Bird.
Who wants to watch a movie about a Flappy Bird?
Wait, there's a movie about Flappy Bird?
Well, I've known a lot of Flappy Birds.
Someone say I blame the Kardashians. That causes
The Kardashians aren't uploading gaming videos.
I'd fucking pay
Not
to watch
that.
that.
Oh, I would. That would
the
be
second
great.
account, yeah. That would be absolutely amazing. Imagine them doing Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Wow.
Kylie Jenner doing a Dark Souls challenge. So.
Right. Can I mod in the channel? Caught me a week, say probably, because I don't think Retro's about. Can you just do a poll for me and just say, should Charlie's Choice go in the bin? So should YouTube second channels go in the bin, yes or no? If that's all right, if one of you can take the time to do that.
I'd like to think I've gone for something that everyone would agree with, because it's like, whilst you might not be aware of them or whether you care or not about them, it's the fact that people who have no interest in gaming are making gaming videos purely for, and like taking away that sort of identity and that chance from other people who genuinely care about that stuff. And it's just...
I did call you Leaksy.
I called Leaksy for fucking months until I was like, right, fix it, it's Leaksy.
Leaksy. I'll get that right.
No, Jack Black. I completely like Jack Black. I know loves video games, so fucking go for it. It's literally the people who already are YouTube influencers and have their own channels dedicated to entirely different things, and then all of a sudden they have a gaming channel, and it's like, oh, it's like I'm a gamer now. And...
Okay, I'll do the poll. Okay, so I can get it quickly. This is very entertaining when I type out a poll if no one can.
Can you type in English? Do you know how?
No.
Okay, me neither. So you're going to have to ask Charlie.
Go in the bin.
This is going to be brilliant.
I can't do one.
Oh. Right, let's start that. There you go.
There we go. Should my choice go in the bin? No, is my answer. Wait, do I need to put yes?
Yeah, well, you wanted to go in the bin. You wanted to go in the bin.
Fuck's sake, I screwed it. It's fine. I did, yeah.
Oh, wait, you're still going to win. I think, it's dropping 56%, 44. Someone hit no, quick. No.
Okay, I'm safe.
Okay, Charlie's Choice goes in the bin, 56%. That was close. Say that it should go in the bin. So, 80-20. There you go. There'll be animation of it going in the bin. Fantastic. Next up is me. Okay, so I've got a slightly more controversial choice because I'm actually quite glad that she's not in the chat. My choice would just be a personality, a podcaster, streamer, community manager. My choice would be Retro Crystal.
Fuck's.
You're a brave man, Ross.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what's that? What's in the picture?
Everything is kind of true.
Yeah, everything is. She's in chat. Oh no, somewhere. Right. Okay. So I've known Retro for quite a few years now, and frankly, after a while, she just starts to grate on you. Be it like basically she's had shit internet for about 6 years now.
She's always on a potato internet, right?
Yeah, so she streams, right? She's a almost professional streamer. She's partnered, she's got lots of followers, all the rest of it. And she basically streams Minecraft every game, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Minecraft. Forza Horizon 4 Minecraft version. It's just really, really shit. And then she tries to get around about, retro derp. Oh, I've made a retro derp. what the fuck's a retro derp? You know what I mean? Like, is that like something that derps that's really old? Like, she doesn't make any sense in reality. I'm not even sure she's real. I think she's just a computer-generated character that like basically is being put together by some company to probably Playground Games just to represent their game, and it's just like some avatar type version. Now, you know, she's my co-host on the Party Chat podcast, the official podcast of the Xbox One subreddit. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm so used to it. And we have had consistently reviews 5 stars every single time. We have had one 1-star review, okay? And that was, can you please ask Retro to stop eating during the podcast? Okay? Charlie, you can probably relate to this. Basically, every single
no one
time,
ever tells me to stop fucking eating.
the funny thing about it is like, usually you'd be like, oh, you know, oh, you can have like a couple of crisps or whatever. She basically has the crunchiest things known to man. It's like, I'm going to
I
have
crisps here with me tonight. I eat all the time. Go for it. You do you, Retro. Don't go in that.
Basically,
Fine.
she's like, you know, it's fine with during streams when it's live, but a podcast when I've got to edit out all the individual crunches of a bowl of Cheerios that she's eating through there. You know what I mean? One time I asked her a question, so are we making toasted cheese? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you're representing a massive website called Reddit and Microsoft and Xbox, and you're away making toasted cheese? Like...
Okay, I don't want her to go in the bin now. I want her to go on a fucking throne because she's like amazing.
No. And then next thing, the girl can't speak. Okay? Right.
Wow.
She basically mispronounces everything and gets away with it because she's like, oh, another retro derp. The remote in. Okay. You know, it's just like I'd actually put it in the bin, set the bin on fire and put it out in the ocean.
I think we killed Fan.
This is going to be awkward tomorrow, isn't it? Hi, Retro. How are you? You're right. I didn't know. I was nothing to do with it. I didn't know.
It's alright. I sacked her from the podcast anyway. You've replaced her.
Do I need to eat something? Hang on.
You know. Oh, and another thing. I'm married to my Xbox. That's why I don't have a boyfriend. No, you just because you don't leave your house. That's why you've not got a boyfriend.
Oh, I just want to hug her.
Right. How long till someone tags her? She will watch this, okay? She will watch this.
Is she here?
She was here earlier. She's probably fallen asleep. That's
Tag
another
her in
thing.
chat.
Whenever you
Probably
need her
on
for
the
something,
train.
she falls asleep. Should
I
go in the... But you were out there last night, weren't you, Charlie?
I did, yeah. We went and played darts together.
Fucking weird.
She was fine. She was great. She was wonderful. She was definitely alive. She only pronounced some things wrong. And it was good times.
I had nothing to do with this, Retro.
Oh, she's missed all this. Should I start again?
Oh no, Retro.
Should I start
No,
again?
No.
Retro shouldn't go in the bin.
Oh my god, I need that photo. She looks as if she's wanking off 2 very small men in the background.
Lord. Oh dear Lord.
Retro likes to go skiing. Right. 64% no, Retro does not go in the bin. I have failed.
Is there an animation of you going in the bin instead?
No, I don't think there is a video of me going in the bin. Kev's not made that yet.
Be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
That ready every stream.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, last up to find out who's going in the bin is Fenristix. So, Fenristix, who's your choice about who should go in the bin?
Well, I think it's only fair, Ross, having known you as personally as I do in the world, that my choice for this particular segment should be you shiny bastard.
What?
Yes, you shiny bastard. The only man in the world I've ever known that looks like a surprise carp all the time. All the time. You're the heaviest man I've ever carried from a nightclub. You dress in tweed and you smell like a haddock factory, my friend. when you're not walking around drinking Buckfast out the bottle, or every time I get you, let's play a game together. Yeah, sure, we'll play a game. He sits down, what you doing? I'm having another beer, crack butt. There we go, great. 2 hours later, you're slurring, you're Scottish. Mate, I speak 3 different languages, and none of them are the one you fucking speak. None of them. And yet here I am looking at, you pop into my channel. Hi, I realise you're streaming and trying to make a career for yourself, but would you mind popping in and helping me out because I fucked up again and upset Bob, but now he won't stream with me. So I can look here with my big moon face and just shine for you all evening. Thank God Charlie's here, Ross. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be worth fucking turning up.
Can we give you an Emmy? Oh my God, yeah. Oh, we need to clip that, and that just needs to be pinned on your Twitter now.
Oh, sorry, I think my audio cut off. What did you say?
Yeah, you had to refresh it, yeah.
I'm just actually like quite happy you think I'm a personality.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the positive out of that. Okay, that was probably well deserved. Also, Way I Man is not Scottish.
No, it's not, but it's okay. I mean, that looks just like you.
Yeah. Okay, well, I suppose I should put up the poll.
Yeah.
Watch how big you go in this fucking video.
And you're not allowed to do no and no as the answer.
Oh, no.
Don't cheat it, bruh.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, lordy.
Can't believe I'm doing my own polls. Where are yous? Right, why can't I cut mobile? Because it's... Actually, this is one thing we're going to do. You may notice down there the fact it says Fowl Language 1.0. We are going to start uploading these on YouTube from this episode onwards. Just so people can catch them up. On our gamer channel. It's my secondary gamer channel. I've actually got a main one where I catch fish with just using my mouth. What's the vote like? No. 85%
11
yes.
2. Yeah.
Who was the 2 people that said no? Raise your hands in chat because I love
that you.
No, I voted yes. Bob Duck and Weave wins. Oh, cheers, Stephen. Cheers. Oh. Right, so it's a final poll and it's who wins, okay? So, did Retro vote no? Oh, thank you. Not when you watch a VOD, you will not be.
Yeah, Retro, I did that for you. I literally did that.
In fairness, Retro, like he may not have been slam dunked into the bin so hard if he hadn't said what he just said about you and turned everyone against him. You're going to want to watch that back.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's this one? This is going to be to decide
who wins.
Which one.
Who wins this week? I'm just saying who wins Bennett this week. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
So who had the best roast?
Yep. Who basically did the best? Who did the best? Well, Pod lost. Pod lost his own vote, and the vote was about himself.
There we go.
So who wins Bennett this week? Who wins?
Drum roll, please.
Got 13 seconds left.
Oh, you could have told me that before the drum roll.
Oh, Fen, you're looking pretty healthy here. Wow, Charlie, I'm beating you.
I mean, it's just probably because you've got some people against Retro there.
Possibly.
Brief and didn't attack people in the room.
Right,
yep.
56%
people in the room.
56% say Fenristix. So Fenristix, congratulations. You are the winner of Bennett this week.
Thank you.
You are winning at life in your first appearance on the podcast.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It means a lot from you, Charlie, and less from Ross.
But that's it for this episode of Fowl Language. We look forward to welcoming you back soon for the next episodes. If you have a topic you wish us to chat about or any feedback, then make sure you join the Discord at discord.duckgames.live and let us know in the feedback channel and have a chat with us all 24/7. But Charlie, thank you so much for joining us. Where can we usually find you?
So you can find me, it's CharleyyTho, on Mixer and on Instagram, and over on Twitter, it's CharleyyRachel. Just make sure every time you type in Charlie, there's 2 Y's, and Leesky is just with my Discord link in chat as well. If you want to come hang out with us there, we have a room where we swear, a room where we talk about food, and a room just dedicated to Waluigi. It's great times. It's a good fun place.
Fenristix, what about you?
I can be found everywhere as Fenristix. Nice and simple. It's written under there. Write it down,
Tinder?
piece of paper. I can be found on Tinder. Yes, I joined up the same day as Bob. Actually, did you know he was on there? Different usernames though. Different usernames.
Bob fucking leave.
That was exactly it. So yeah,
Fucking
I'm
leave is
Fenristix
so funny.
everywhere.
But also, just to point out, right? Do you know what I absolutely hate? When I was a single man, Tinder. Do you know you get these people, the girls that just want Instagram followers?
Yeah, and they'll just they'll have a profile and it will just be their Instagram tag.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, I do that.
I don't think that would work for me somehow. You know what I mean? Like, come channel.
You need to
Swipe
take the lean back. Take the lean back picture, Bob. Ross. Bob Ross. Yeah.
Bob Ross.
Take the lean back picture. This is your Tinder picture. This was mine. That's what you need in the world. All right. Rock yourself one of them.
I hate it.
Yeah. That's how you get Instagram follows.
Well, anyway, thank you both again. I've been your host, Ourpodfather, and always remember this. If you've got something to say, make sure you say it with foul language. I got that wrong. Bye.
Toodle.